We all use a lot of technology each day, from the smartphone you pick up the moment you wake up to the speaker playing the soundtrack to your life. So it makes sense that you'd want to take some of it on the road with you when you travel. But since it's hard to pack a soundboard and your go-to keyboard, we're back with some travel-focused tech that you can take on your next trip. Whether you need a way to prop up your phone on the plane or a tiny cable to charge everything you bring, we're covering accessories to make things run more smoothly. And we're starting with the solution to your soundtrack. We've loved the last few iterations of the JBL Clip, and the 5 is no different. The clip integrated into its design allows you to take your tunes anywhere, whether you hang it on a belt loop, a backpack, or even in the shower. It has an IP67 rating that helps it withstand dust, sand, rain, and spills. JBL makes more compact speakers than this, but we think the additional size is worth it, whether it's because of the helpful clip or the substantial bass this small speaker can put out. We tested a bunch of Bluetooth speakers to find the best one to take on any trip, and we found that the JBL Clip 5 was above average in terms of its actual sound performance. Sure, it's not the hi-fi sound you'll get from an expensive home system, but it's certainly good enough for listening to music on the beach, hanging with friends before hitting the bar, or catching up on your favorite podcast while you get ready in the morning. And the built-in clip lets you bring it anywhere, from the hotel to the pool to the trail. Just be considerate of the people around you when you're using it. While you might want to listen to Pearl Jam while cycling through the forest, others may be bird watching or sound bathing in the silence, so knowing when to use the clip and when to opt for earbuds is a skill you need on any trip. You'll want a Bluetooth keyboard to work remotely or to create that playlist. And the Targus Foldable keyboard is an easy option to pack. It has a split design that gained popularity in the early aughts for office workers looking to prevent carpal tunnel syndrome. If you're unfamiliar, the keys are angled away from the center to help maintain a neutral wrist position. Unlike the bulky corded model your mom used with her desktop Dell, this one folds to a pocketable size about the size of a passport wallet. While the design takes some getting used to, it feels more ergonomic than a standard keyboard once you do get used to it. It does feel a little cheap compared to other minimalist keyboards that we've tried, but we like that it won't break the bank. It's great if you don't need to use it much or are just looking for an alternative to the keyboard attached to your laptop and already have a larger model at home. You can use it with 3 devices at once, so connect your tablet, computer, and smart TV to be ready for any work or streaming emergency. It recharges with micro USB, so you might have to pack another cable if you'll be gone for some time, but we think the price and packability are worth bringing one more cord. However, if you pack the Rolling Square inCharge XS, you'll only need 2 cords tops. That's because this tiny universal cable has most options covered, with USB-C, USB-A, and Lightning connectors available. We've been digging the inCharge line of universal cords since the inCharge 6, and many iterations later, we still love their adaptability. The XS continues the tradition, but with faster charging speeds. It can charge devices at an ultra-fast 240 watts, though transfer speeds are capped at 480 megabytes per second. Still, with permanently tethered adapters to flip through at each end of the cord, you can charge devices with USB-C, USB-A, and Lightning connections, which is just about everything you should need depending on the device you're using. The metal ends pull out to reveal connectors underneath so you can mix and match, then snap together magnetically when you've finished using them to keep them together in your tech pouch or hanging off the side of your day pack. Permanently tethered caps protect the ends from dirt and dust, too. While other inCharge models have a micro USB option, we use it so little that we prefer the faster charging speeds of the XS over the other options that have it. However, if you still have headphones, keyboards, and other gear that charges with that connector, you may want to check out the other options like the inCharge X. Whether you're heading out for a weekend with friends or need to blow off some steam after a business conference, you might want to take your video games on the go. And if you need a smaller controller for your portable gaming system, Genki has a solution. The PocketPro is more ergonomic than using the individual Switch's Joy-Cons as a controller, but less clunky than the Joy-Con grip for playing on a TV or with the screen unattached. It's also compatible with your Steam Deck, Windows handheld, Apple devices, and more. It's got the same vibes as the Super Nintendo controller you grew up with, but even if you haven't played that in a while, it's like riding a bike. Your hands naturally know how to wrap around it. The compact shape is much easier to pack into a travel case than most controllers, and you can even bring extra controllers along so that everyone at the hostel or Airbnb can gather around to play Terraria or Mario Kart for hours. Plus, it has haptic feedback rumble and turbo mode, so you don't have to sacrifice your usual gameplay. And if you're looking for a way to connect your game system to the TV without bringing a dock, the Genki Covert Dock Mini does that, yet it's about the size of the wall charger that used to come with your iPhone. We'll link to our review of that in the description below. Just as it's inconvenient to fit an oversized controller in your Switch case, we don't like looking for a place to hold our battery bank while we're using it to power up. Instead, opt for an old school feeling charger that'll stick to your phone. That way you can keep using your phone while you charge without being tethered to a sling, pocket, or a tech kit. We're digging the fast charging Ugreen Uno wireless power bank because it uses the latest wireless charging technology. Its 15 watts allow you to top up faster with a more stable magnetic attraction to keep it from slipping off your phone. It's a bit large, so you won't be able to use this on a mini iPhone if you still have one, but it'll fit on a standard or Pro size iPhone just fine. The 10,000 milliamp hour capacity will charge your phone at least once, if not more, before needing to be recharged, which means you won't have to plug it back in until you get back to the hotel. In turn, that means you can save space in your everyday bag because you won't need to bring an extra cable to charge while you're on the go. Plus, we find the robot vibes fun, and it has a built-in stand if you want to stare at its cute techie status emojis while juicing up. You'll want to make sure you have the right adapter if you want to recharge in another country though. So pack the 12 South PlugBug travel wall charger. It has fast charging and comes with swappable international adapters. There are 4 USB-C outlets so you can recharge your phone, tablet, laptop, and more on the go or share with everyone in your travel party. With 120 watts and GAN power, it charges faster than the standard chargers that come with your devices, so you don't have to hog the plug at the coffee shop for long. Of course, you can always offer to share with other travelers if you aren't using all 4 ports at once. That'll make you pretty popular at the hostel or cafe. It's also easy to track it down if you dash out in a hurry and forget to unplug it from the wall. Unlike standard wall chargers, this one has Apple's Find My built in. We think it's a little bit overkill, but it allows you to track it to wherever you forgot to unplug it, whether that's the airport lounge or hotel lobby, or save you from freaking out when you see that your travel companion simply borrowed it without asking. While the entire package is a little bulky, you can bring whichever of the 6 international adapters you need for your trip, whether it's to the European Union, Australia, or China. If you're traveling the world and need multiple options, there's more than enough room in the included carrying case for your cables, so you can cut down on what you need to pack elsewhere and use that space instead. You can track down your luggage with a smart device too, and we're not talking about tucking an AirTag inside. The Scout luggage tag from Knog is a step up from other smart trackers because it will alert you if your luggage gets carried away, literally. Headphone warning. Motion activates an 85 decibel alarm when someone moves your bag after you've armed it in Knog's app, and it sends an alert to your phone as long as it's still within Bluetooth range. Just be careful as it's pretty sensitive and you don't want to alert the entire airport just because someone bumped your bag as they walked by. For simpler tracking, it's also compatible with Apple's Find My network, just like an AirTag. If you get separated from your luggage by accident instead of force, you can look at its location just like you do your AirPods and any other Apple devices. It also includes your contact information if someone finds your bag before you do. All they have to do is scan a QR code to find out how to reach you. However, unlike an AirTag, it secures with a wrapped wire cable you can't simply snip with scissors, so a thief can't necessarily ditch your tracker the moment they get your bag. The Scout is water resistant, easy to set up with Knog's iOS app or Apple Find My, and has a USB-C rechargeable battery that lasts 2 to 4 months depending on how often you use the tracking features. We do have to mention that actually attaching it to your bag takes some time because it's not super intuitive, but the good news is you'll likely only have to do it once. When you're on the go, you might not want to carry a wallet, phone, and tripod. But if you use the MOFT Snap Phone Tripod Wallet, you can combine use cases. This MagSafe wallet snaps right to your phone and holds your ID plus one other card, which should be enough if you primarily use Apple Pay or Google Wallet. You can stash your hotel key card in there instead to unlock your door without taking it out of the vegan leather wallet, which is convenient when stumbling back late after exploring a new city. It's not just a wallet though. Its origami-like design also allows you to stand up your phone for selfies, to watch content, or take video calls with several different angles to get the best view for each situation. You can even hang it on a magnetic wall or the fridge to keep it at eye level if you're streaming a workout or chatting while making dinner. While it works on its own with MagSafe phones, you can also use the MOFT ring that comes with it on other phones to make them compatible with the wallet. Either way, it pops off easily when you don't need it. Of course, that's only if you don't like it so much you use it every day. So that's the tech we're bringing on our next trip. Which one's your favorite? Let us know in the comments below and we'll see you next time.